Dogs have been used by law enforcement agencies for over 100 years. The English used bloodhounds while searching for Jack the Ripper in 1888. And during that time, they allowed canines to accompany police on patrol. In 1899, in Ghent, Belgium, police started formally training dogs for police work. This enhanced the popularity of using dogs for police work. By 1910, Germany had police dogs in over 600 of their largest cities. In the 1970s, the use of dogs in law enforcement took a foothold in the United States. During wartime, dogs were trained for certain important roles: sentry dogs, scout or patrol dogs, messenger dog, or mine dog. About 1,500 dogs were used as sentries in the Korean War. During the Vietnam War, American troops used dogs to clear caves and tunnels of the Viet Cong, as well as to find booby traps and landmines. Today, they are considered a part of the police force, and in many departments, they even have their own badges. In the wake of the spate of insecurity arising from homeland terrorism and organized crime bedeviling the country and the world at large, the leadership of the Nigerian Police Force Animal Branch has initiated certain reforms aimed at leveraging police dogs for protection and anti-terrorism operations involving the protection of personnel and installations, the detection of drugs, explosives, arms, and ammunitions. One of such was the just concluded 2-month-long Nigeria Police Canine Protocol course for officers of the CTU, EOD, PMF, and Force Animal Branch. The question is, why a joint training?
Police job is not one unit job. It's an operation that involves virtually everyone. The PMF cannot say they are going to do it alone. The CTU will not do it alone. It's a collaboration of all the different formations of the Nigerian police to achieve one goal: internal security.
As long as we remain general duty, joint training will always be desirable, because now I'm in counter-terrorism. Tomorrow I may be in Force Animal Branch. So the idea of me having some knowledge of how the system there operates is going to help me, so I'm not going to be a total greenhorn when I get there.
The joint training was in partnership with Working Dogs International, a US-based canine consultancy. The CEO, Stacy Johnson, believes the training will undoubtedly provide required foundation for the Nigerian police force towards harnessing the potentials of the police dogs.
What I met on the ground was the fact that there's a major need for uniformity in the K9 program, with the mere fact of currently the Nigerian police force has GP dogs, general purpose dogs, and on the flip side of that they have sniffer dogs, as they call them. What's needed is a dual purpose concept, and being that Dr. Aisha, she understands that concept, she's picked that concept up. We're moving forward to only bring in German Shepherds for the breeding program, and in turn have dual purpose capability. You have one dog doing 2 applications, a patrol as well as a detector side.
Day one. Present to kickstart this laudable initiative was the AIG, Idris K. Ibrahim, in charge of federal operations. Day 2. During period of the joint training, on March 10, 2016 to be precise, a laudable project was launched by the Inspector General of Police, Solomon Arase. Before the coming of the center, the Nigerian police force spent over 600 million naira on the procurement and maintenance of foreign dogs in the last few years.
The previous years, what we've been doing, as the IG said, even during the commission of the breeding center, is that we used to take so much money, our foreign resources, depleting foreign reserve, currencies out of this country to go and buy dogs.
The Nigerian Police Force Breeding and Training Center is the nucleus for all law enforcement agencies, not just in Nigeria, but all Africa-wide. And the goal for us at this point now is to breed our own dogs rather than buying dogs from other people.
The establishment of the center was necessitated by the fact that so much money was being spent on the importation of dogs from foreign countries that rarely adapted to the country's policing objective.
If you look at the current rate of dollar today, it's frightening. We can't continue. Everybody is looking inwards now. So the idea is for us to be able to cut off wastage going to buy dogs.
The center was built to aid the police acquire capacity to locally breed police dogs as well as support other security agencies in the country.
This breeding center is here to standardize the way canine operations are supposed to be. This breeding center is here to validate and serve as a certification point for every agency that has dog in this country.
And we have our own breeding center whereby we'll be able to breed our own dogs, not just for us. We'll reach a point whereby we even supply to other services and even neighboring countries.
We should have dogs deployed in every area. On the borders, along with customs, along with civil defense, we need dogs everywhere. We should have a minimum of 4,000 dogs federation-wide to cover and to ensure the safety of all Nigerians as well as tourists that come to this wonderful country.
As the Nigerian police makes the uptight effort towards internal security, there is no gainsaying the fact that a well-established canine program will certainly bolster the Nigerian police's capacity to support security operations when required or called upon, thus strengthening the nation's overall security infrastructure.
What we always say is that what one dog can do is like what is equivalent to 10 policemen. Bring a crowd, or maybe bring 50 policemen to control a crowd. The crowd will be pushing against the police. They'll be pushing before you know they're somewhere. Just keep one dog. It growls and look at you, and you won't even come close.
In the next 5 years, I see us taking all over Nigeria. Not only Nigeria, the whole of Africa. And believe you me, even America and other foreign countries at large.
By 2020, I see a bright future for Nigeria. Terrorism is here to stay. Tourism is down in Nigeria because nobody wants to come, because if you look at an international channel, first thing people see is Boko Haram. They don't see safety in the airports. They don't see safety in the seaports. So therefore, we as Nigerian Police Force, we have to change that. And the vision for us is to have police dogs in the airports, land, air, and sea. Because you can't put a Band-Aid over here and then you got a blowout over here. We have to totally secure the country in a whole with K9 security.